Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. And you can probably still hear, still got a slight like nasal sound to me. Nasal sound to me? A sounding nasal. Yeah. Anyway, guys, so thank you for joining me on this evening segment and the last segment of the day. Oh, what a day it's been. Did the morning show and some quite colourful comments in the live chats. I did a show with Alex, not with me, but Arsenal Alex. Yeah, it was called like the Alex and Alex show. Just talking about my memories of supporting Arsenal, the way from my perspective, and it could be like a regular segment. I'm not sure if I get another invitation from Alex. But listen, Arsenal Alex, not me, but Arsenal Alex, guys, go over. Make sure you subscribe to his wonderful channel. It was good, just like kind of bouncing off ideas, and I feel like I was talking to myself actually. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining me, and let's get into this one where we've got some more live news, and injury updates. Injury news, injury updates. That makes any sense? Anyway, see you on the other side of this music intro. Yes, welcome back. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. I hope you had a good day. I had a relatively good day. No, it was a good day. It was a good day. Woke up early this morning, got lots of bits and pieces done. Housekeeping, not that kind of housekeeping. You're probably thinking, wait, he was back washing the dishes and like cleaning the bed. No, no, no. It's like work. I had some serious work I need to get on with. I did it, and yeah, I'm not sure if Alex is watching now. From Arsenal, Alex, thank you for inviting me on to your channel. Quite refreshing actually to not accept an invitation. I do get invitations from time to time. I've just been so busy. But I thought, hey, Alex and Alex, it's got a slight ring to it. But anyway, guys, make sure you subscribe to cannonfoddertv. Hit the bell notification button so you can receive all the latest news. I feel like I'm a bit too close to the camera. Am I too close to the camera? I think I am, aren't I? Hey, listen. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. All right. So the first bit of news, which I didn't cover actually on the morning show because it came up after I had finished. I didn't even do the thumbnail artwork. So what I'm gonna do, I'll put the fixture list up whilst I'm speaking about and talking about this news here. Slavia Prague's on Andre Cordella suspended for Arsenal's game as UEFA investigate Glen incident. The defender, Cordella, will miss the first leg of his side's Europa League quarter-finals with Arsenal through suspension after UEFA opened disciplinary proceedings against him amid allegations he racially abused Rangers midfielder Glen. Cordella, who had already been ruled out of the match for injury, has been provisionally suspended for one game, with UEFA continuing to investigate the situation. It goes on to say that a 34-year-old was involved in an incident with Rangers midfielder Kamara during their match in the Europa League on March the 18th. Kamara said that the Slavia Prague defender racially abused him during the match, and Police Scotland oh, I thought it said Police Scotland Yard, but Police Scotland have since also launched an investigation. The UEFA have now opened proceedings against Cordella and Kamara too, amid the allegations of an altercation in the tunnel. Listen, this is really going to annoy me. Really going to annoy me. And let me just put up so you can see my ugly boat race. I mean, that's one thing. They've actually suspended him, even though he was going to be suspended anyway. Why suspend him for only one game? Why not literally suspend him from playing any more games for Slavia Prague, in the Europa League? So, which means like the two legs, the first leg on Thursday and the second leg, and then actually it goes on to say that actually Kamara's been investigated as well. I can see where this one's going to. I know where it's going to head to. Take it easy, Alex. But anyway, that's the report there. Yeah, the Cordella's apparently been suspended, even though he wouldn't have played anyway due to injury. So what's the point? What's the point? Why not suspend him for the 2 games, the first and the second leg? Better still, suspend him for 5 games. How would you like that? Come on, Alex. Take it easy. Take it easy, Alex. There, you just started the show. Take it easy. And there's some rumblings in regards to again, Sergio Aguero, Kun Aguero. This rumblings is coming from his former teammate, Gael Clichy. He says that Sergio Aguero a good fit for Arsenal. Former Arsenal and Man City defender Gael Clichy has said the Gunners would be an ideal fit for Sergio Aguero when a striker contract expires this summer. We spoke about him last week, actually, when the news broke that Man City not going to be offering him any more contracts. Yes, Aguero, who is Man City's all-time leading goal scorer, will leave the club at the end of the season. It was confirmed last month. Former City teammate Clichy, who joined the club from Arsenal in 2011. I'm laughing because anyway, suggests that the North London side would be a great fit for the Argentine international. I could see him staying in the Premier League because he will want to climb to 3rd or 2nd in the all-time top goal scoring list, Clichy said, of the 32-year-old while speaking to Stadio Astro. He can get there for sure. Does he want that? 10 years with Man City is enough. I think he will move where he can enjoy it a bit more. I remember, where was it? I saw the news. I think maybe it must have been my Twitter feed, and someone was just saying, well, it wasn't someone. He himself, I believe, Aguero was saying that, trust and respect and all those things there. To play for one club and go and play for another club in the same league, I can't see myself doing that. But listen, footballers, you don't know. The opinions, it changes on a penny, doesn't it? So we just don't know how this was going to be played out. Come the end of the season when his contract expires. I mean, when I spoke about him last week, there's news about him joining up with Lionel Messi at Barcelona. That's not going to happen. That won't happen. But it'll be interesting where he goes. He might go back to Argentina. I don't know. But either here, there, or everywhere, we're going to follow that story of Kun Aguero. Yeah, Sergio Kun Aguero. What else do I have for you, lovely people? There's this news here, and I think it'll be a double header actually. David Luiz has had a knee surgery. Yeah, undergoes a small procedure after missing Arsenal's 3-0 defeat on Saturday with a knee injury. Arsenal statement: David is expected to be back to full fitness and available for selection in the coming weeks. So I thought he'll probably be out and we won't see him again the season, but it just says that in a few weeks, in the up and coming weeks. But that's so general, isn't it? Up and coming weeks could be anything from 1 week to 8 weeks. 8 weeks. I don't know. Anyway, and then following on from that was from the morning show. We spoke about Kieran Tierney, and this news came courtesy of Mr. Fury. So I'm not sure if Mr. Fury is actually watching this evening show, but thank you for the update. And this one is coming from a Twitter feed, and it says that Arsenal fear. Oops, what are we doing? Arsenal fear Kieran Tierney will be out for a number of weeks. Also, Tierney is now set for a scan in the next 24 hours to determine the severity of the injury and give Arsenal a clearer indication of exactly how long he will be out for. So 2 defenders are out. And it's most likely that both these defenders will be out for, well, of course, they won't make it for Thursday. They will not be available for Thursday. So do not ask me any questions about, those 2 players there, David Luiz and Kieran Tierney. I don't know what to say. Do I have any more news? No, there's no more news. You know what? Before I go into the live chat, I'll probably give it time to warm up. I've just seen just a couple of comments there in the live chat. Maybe 3 or 4. We put out polls where you get to vote on certain topics. Whether I'm thinking, oh, this would be interesting, or The usual one is the player to watch versus whichever Premier League club we're playing against, or man of the match, which I haven't done for quite a while. There's a certain reason for that. But I put a poll out in regards to what would you do if you were Mikel Arteta? And I was just thinking maybe some of you might say, well, I would sack myself. That would be so silly. You sack yourself? You sack yourself. Anyway, so I read some of the comments, and like someone made a comment which was, it was okay, it was all right. Then I was saying, stop putting out the silly polls. Well, we're going to continue putting out these polls because they're quite relevant to what's happening at Arsenal. We're not going to stop. I will respect your opinion, but that's just as far as it goes. Stop putting these polls. No, we're going to continue putting more polls and more polls, at least until I, retire from cannonfoddertv, which is not going to happen anytime soon. I'm not going to call anybody's name out. Anyway, let's go into the live chat. Stop doing the polls. What are you talking about? Anyway, in the live chat, we've got Harry Ferris who says the title. I'm confused. What do you mean? Confused? Oh, what do you mean? Oh, injured, not being. Oh, yeah. It works. It works because you're probably thinking, and people are probably thinking, Tierney out. Well, I've got to watch this one. That's not clickbait, is it? It's not clickbait. So you had to tune to find out what it was. But anyway, Harry, yeah, injured, not being sold. Let's be honest. David Luiz for 8 million ended up being a good signing. He was he wasn't an okay signing. Look what happened. The first season, the first few games, how many red cards did he receive? If we're talking about the likes of Xhaka and David Luiz being our best midfielder and best defender, I'm saying anything. Leave? Dial Square 1971. Leave? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Dial Square 1971. What do you mean? What are you talking about? If I was Edu, I would be looking for another manager who plays attacking football and likes to press. So at least there is a continuity. What? I mean, there are a lot of things that worries me about when I'm watching Arsenal play. There's no patterns of play. No patterns of play. It's just like, do you know how Arsene Wenger? He's renowned for just telling the players, go out and express yourselves. Go. Feel free to do whatever you want to do. And the players, you think, okay, they have an understanding, they know what they need to do. But with this lot, to me, it just looks like 11 players who just turned up at Arsenal Underground Station and they said, oh, do you fancy a game? And they just end up playing together. 11 individuals. There's no pattern of play. Alex, I disagree with Clichy. We don't need another pass their best player riddled with injuries, massive wages, enough already. Yeah. But Patrick, how would you feel if he wasn't riddled with injuries? Would you still take him? Or it's just a no? It's a no-go for you? Leon Cordo says, hello, and hello to you, my friend. Good again. Good evening. It's been a long while. I've seen you on Twitter, putting out some comments there, some tweeting out tweets. Even Alex said, everyone, we have accepted mediocrity. Well, I haven't, but the board has, and they've got a lot of homework to do. Double maths, triple, geography, and a season long of Arsenal homework. They've got a lot of homework to do. God, dairy me. Oh, you mean Arteta? Because when you put out, I thought you want me to go. I mean, how can I go off my own podcast? But now you've made it more clear for me. Tim Hogan, welcome back, my friend. I tell you what, quality, man. Listen, we've got like our contributors on a rota, But yeah, I can't wait to get you back on the Easy Talk anytime soon. So yeah, look out for that. But anyway, Tim says Tierney is now Arsenal's most important player. A possible change in the system could be required for Thursday night. Yeah, I got a sneaky suspicion it will be Suarez, Sergio Suarez on the left, and Chambers on the right. I mean, who else is going to play left back or right back? AZ Martinez is not here, so I got a sneaky suspicion that it will be Suarez on the left and then Chambers on the right. LB and right B. If you'd ask if I was Arteta, what should I do? Okay, what would you do? Square 1971. Glen says I've been busy at college, but always watch on playback. Thank you for that, Guna Glen. One of my oldest subscribers on the channel. I think back in the day, Glen, you were probably there when I was like doing live shows to like 2 people and a dog. God damn me. But that's what I call stickability. Yeah, he's with us. He's still with us. Doesn't catch us live too often because he's at college. And yeah, there you go, man. There you go. Okay. Yeah, so quite revealing. And even more so Thursday is going to be quite revealing to see what happens. Europa League. All the eggs in that basket there. Oh, actually, and the poll was as well. I think even let me see where it stands now, and let me just quickly review and tell all of you people what the poll was about. So let's have a butchers. Let's have a look. Right. So the poll was: if you were Arteta, what would you do? Choose only one. And so the options were, out of 352 votes so far and counting, the options were other, so you can probably come up with another option or thing that Arteta could and should do. Next option was play the youngsters until the end of the season, continue with Aubameyang, sell the lot, sell a lot of the players. So other option comes at 3%. Play the youngsters until the end of the season, 57%. Continue with Aubameyang, 7%. And sell a lot of the players comes in at 33%. So far, play the youngsters until the end of the season is winning with 57 votes. Oh, and a lot of you are cruel. You're very, very cruel. Oh, my goodness. And if I find you, I'll come after the end. Yeah, give you a big hug. Oh, I can't hug you guys because it's a pandemic, isn't it? Okay, I got my brother in the live chat. Leon Chordo says apologies for the time out. My mistake. Please add your comment. Please add your comment shortly. Oh, so you put him on a time. You put him on time out. Oh my goodness. You put him on a time. What you want a time out for, Ralph? What's wrong with you? To stop your wages. And we've already stopped Auba's wages. We're going to stop your wages. Patrick Gunner says, how many players in this team are good enough for top 4 in the Premier League? 5 or 6 at most. Far too many average players. God, 4 or 5. I think even 5 or 6 is too many. I'll put Saka, Emerson Rowe, Tierney, Martinelli. I'm struggling. I'm struggling with only 4 players. I might miss someone. I will take Cedric. There you go. That's my 5, and everybody else can go. Everybody else out. Leave the building. Aubameyang will play down the middle as Laka is the way easy option to drop. It's funny, isn't it? Choosing easy targets. Yeah. Some of Prague are no mugs. I actually, you're right. You are absolutely right. I tell you what, these players are a little bit. Look what happened on Saturday. A little bit of pressure, and it was panic stations. no composure on the ball. And then, in addition to that, players just walking around the pitch, can't be bothered to run, can't be bothered to defend. On the Canon 14 WhatsApp group, we have been circulating the video where Gary Neville pinpointed Chambers and Pepe. And Chambers is telling Pepe, go and put pressure on the attacker there, or close down the space. And I don't know who it was this morning, said Pepe knew what Chambers was talking about, but he was doing, what are you talking about? And so Arteta, you can see this theatre of disaster being played out in your very eyes. You're still choosing these players when you know they've got options. Like I said this morning, we're not going to make top 4. We're not going to be in Europe next season. It's not a sacrifice. Bring in the youngsters. Bring in the youngsters. That will put the senior players, the so-called experienced players, nose out of joint. But if you want to get a reaction from them, now is the time to transition the youngsters. I mean, the poll says it there. 57% of you want Arteta to now play the youngsters until the end of the season. We're not going to be relegated. We're not going to reach top 4. Next season is going to be a watershed moment. Arteta, the players, and the club. I can't, to be honest, as much as I want to see a lot of these players gone in the summer transfer window, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'll clear my desk now if I was Arteta. That was great, 1971. Let me ask you a question. How long have you been supporting Arsenal? I mean, my brother's been supporting Arsenal since, I'll say, 1972. Maybe I pushed 73, a little bit earlier than that. I've been supporting Arsenal since 1976, 77. So how long have you been supporting Arsenal, Dial Square, 1971? If we get knocked out of the Europa League, play the youngsters, nothing to lose. Exactly. We've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Actually, power to the Gooners. Sorry, hey up, power to the Gooners. Levanje, Alex, out of context, but what are your predictions for tonight's Champions League games? I don't even know who's playing. Who's playing tonight? I tell you what, let me just have a butchers and see who is playing tonight. Let me see who's playing tonight. Since you're asking the question, Levan. Right. So it is Man City versus Borussia Dortmund at 8 o'clock, and Real Madrid versus Liverpool, also at 8 o'clock. I will take a punt at Man City 2, Dortmund 1. Real Madrid versus Liverpool, I will say 3-1 to Liverpool. There you go. That's my prediction. What's your prediction, Levan? Ralph got excited with the spanner. He's not used a spanner before. Actually. What do they say? If you don't use it, you lose it. Ralph. Oh, dearie me, man. It says, Martin Odegaard to stay? No. For me, no. He won't stay. After seeing what happened on Saturday with these, was it jokers who left me and clowns to the right of me? If we're thinking, nah, I'm not going to stay at Arsenal. Oh, dear. Watching ads to support. Guys, again, go over and subscribe to Arsenal Alex channel. Not my channel. This is another Alex. And if you thought things couldn't get complicated, they didn't get complicated. Such a wonderful chat with Alex on his channel about my history of how I started to support Arsenal. I didn't get to the finer details, but it was a good chat I had with Alex. Was it this morning? It was this afternoon at 1 o'clock. Do you think Arteta is afraid to drop Alba again? Yes, he is. Yeah, he is. And it got me wondering, before I even did yesterday's morning show, I was tossing and turning in the morning. I was thinking, oh, if Arteta drops Aubameyang, will the players refuse to play for Arteta? And lo and behold, I did my research, and Kieran was thinking the same thing, but from a different perspective. That if Arteta fails to drop Aubameyang, the players will revolt. Because the players can see what's happening with Aubameyang, and they're probably thinking, manager, governor, gaff, or whatever, you've got to drop this guy because we're trying to give 110% and he's not even giving 5%. So I thought that's quite interesting that Kieran will say that. But I thought, oh, if he drops Aubameyang, it'll be hellfire. The players will probably down tools. But Kieran took it from a different perspective. But I think he is scared to drop him a second time. Why? Why? Good evening, everyone, says Alex. And good evening to you as well, Alex. That sounds a bit strange, doesn't it? Good evening, Alex. Do you think Bellerin and William will be back within 2 games? Yes, they will. They will. They will. I try on the podcast. I try and keep everything, upbeat. You can probably see I'm a bit of a joker. I like to joke around. I'm sure my wife will come in and tell you the same thing. But when I say those things, when I say about next season, when I talk about this transfer window, that things are not going to happen the way that we want to see it happen, it's what I can feel. Otherwise, we wouldn't have seen the likes of these players. We wouldn't have seen him sign the thing. We wouldn't have Granit Xhaka playing at Arsenal. He wouldn't be at Arsenal after all the things he did there. And so an astute and experienced manager would have already identified those players like George Graham did. When he arrived, he knew he had to get rid of the senior players. Your Graham Rixes, your Tony Woodcoxes, your Kenny Sampsons, all those players. But yeah, he got rid of those players. But when you've got somebody who's inexperienced and saying, you know what, what you did like 2 weeks ago or 2 seasons ago, to me, it doesn't matter. With me, you start with a clean slate. Prove yourself to me. Well, Arteta, the strange thing is that they have been showing you, before you arrive at Arsenal, what kind of players they are. And yet still you're trying to flog a dead horse. George Graham didn't wait for that, man. As soon as he arrived from Millwall, because remember, he was the manager of Millwall. When he arrived, he knew, listen, I have to be ruthless. The power has to come from and emit from me, not from the players. If they're scared of me, that's even better still. But player power? No. Nip that in the bud. All those troublemakers, get rid of them. But I just got a funny feeling that come the transfer window in the summer, we won't see a lot of these players leaving. They will be staying. They will be staying. What are the odds for the up-and-coming match in the Europa Cup realistic? I don't even want to go down that road, to be honest. People say, oh, but you know what, you're too negative. When you give predictions, I predicted a loss for Arsenal. And what happened? We lost. I always try and be realistic. I don't want to kind of build my hopes up. I try and put 2 and 2 together and come up with 4. And I'm more right than I'm wrong. Thanks again, Alex. No. Alex, thank you to you. Again, when's the next time you want me on your show? Send me an invite, Alex, please. Oh, dear. When's the next time, Alex? Arsenal, big up. I enjoyed the show you did earlier with Mr. Mr. Lee. I've been called many things. Yeah, Mr. Lee, Mr. Fodder, Mr. Cannon. The thing with Pepe, is that he is being played in front of so many right backs. He doesn't know how to play, how the play is going to proceed. Really? I think he does. He lacks the footballing intelligence. I won't say footballing brain. I think to me that's cruel. I'll say he doesn't have the football intelligence to know it's very, very easy. Yeah, you're stuck out on the right hand side or the left hand side, or that I prefer him to be on the left hand side. You're stuck on the right hand side. The moment the ball is played to you, with all that space behind the defender, just pass it by him and run onto the ball. Keep it nice and simple. He's so frustrating. So frustrating. But take and grab the game by the scruff of its neck, Pepe. Because there's a few times he's come on a sub and he hasn't impacted the game. And so we're wondering, £72 million? They saw us coming. They saw us coming. I did joke about, if you divide that 72 in half, and then that sum total in half again, that is how much we should have paid for Pepe. Yeah, probably asking me how much that is. That's 37. Yeah, 72, 37, and then another 15, 16. That should be, that's the figure we should have paid for Pepe. £16 million, not £72 million. Oh, okay, wicked. So you're back in my era. Yeah, 78. Oh, what a year. Goodness. Time flies. Can't sack 25 players. If it breaks, Arteta gets cut by Arsenal, regrettably. But you can bench them. You can bench them. Sit them out. Let them enjoy life on the bench. Or better still, put them in the under-23s. You guys are probably laughing. Socrates Papastathopoulos. The last game he played for Arsenal was in the under-23s. I give the guy so much respect. He was limited in his ability, but the guy said, to keep myself fit, and they asked me to play in the under-23s. He played in the under-23s. So yeah, you're right. We can't sack. So we can't sell 25 players, but he can bench them. And if they feel life is too difficult to be on the bench, then they can ask for a transfer. And okay, thank you. Yeah, we can sell you because you're not happy. You're not happy at Arsenal. Thank you so much, Levan. I hope you enjoy my channel. I would say, man. Okay, 3-1. Los Blancos y equipo se llama Liverpool. También 2. 2-2. Or 2-2. Okay, that's not a bad call, actually, Levan. So if Arteta was in charge of West Ham, do you think they would be in 4th place? Are you asking me that question, or is that a question to the whole people in the live chats? I can't see in the future. I can't see in the future. Alex, my man, come on, you Gunners. I've got 2 elements. No, I've got my crew back. I've got my crew back. Yeah, my crew back. Everyone's back for the Easy Talk, the headline segment on cannonfoddertv. Yes, this Friday. I can't wait, man. Oh, yeah, Gary's going to be on there. DWTT. Arteta said after the Spurs game that Aubameyang would have to play his way back into the team. It was crap next game versus Olympiacos, but still played next Premier League game. And yeah, how many minutes did he get against Liverpool? Was it 70th minutes? For me, at a push, 30 minutes is enough for me to see whether the player is really not trying. 30 minutes, I'm hooking you off. I'm taking you off. Period. How are you, Ralph Lee? I think Ralph's gone. He's dropped the span. Ashley D. Ralph, my brother's not used to putting people on a timeout, man. He's not used to it. Oh dear. As I say to all the time, humans make easy decisions difficult. Arteta is making things difficult for himself. If all but isn't working, take the hint of five. It's as simple as that. But Gary, I said before, surely is it not easy for us because we are armchair managers? We want this done, we want that player sold, we want this player brought, because the pressure is not on us. The pressure is on Mikel Arteta. So is it not easy for us just to sit back and be armchair managers? But you're right, he makes it so difficult for himself. And you know, just the sum total is we are in 10th. We've lost 12 games using the same ingredients. So, Mr. Chef, Mikel Arteta, change the ingredients, change the players, change the personnel, bring in the youngsters. And then we can't argue. At least you're trying something different. But, you know, when is Arteta and the club going to believe these players? They've showed us for the longest time what kind of players that they are. And yet, Mikel Arteta doesn't believe them. Doesn't believe them. Arteta and Arsenal are due a slice of luck. No, they're not, Tel. It's not going to happen. Sorry, Tel. It's not going to happen. Again, I try and keep everything upbeat, but with a tad, a lot of honesty and reality, a reality check. We're not going to get it. Things have to get a lot worse before they can get better. You ever wonder when you go to a hotel, you know, you go to the room that that you've paid for, the room looks so wonderful and fantastic and clean. You never think, literally, it was an absolute mess. The room was a mess. It had to be cleaned first before it can get into that state. And Arsenal are like a room in mess. Absolute mess. Things have to get a lot worse before they can get better. You know, I work as a mentor, also as a teaching assistant. I've worked with teenagers who are on license, who have the tag, and they don't realize until the penny drops when things are at rock bottom. That's when the penny drops. Arsenal have not reached rock bottom yet, Terry. A slice of luck, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But I respect your opinion, Terry. Killing yourself in life isn't a great way to live. Oh, yes. Oh, my days. I have to go now. Have a great night, everyone. Arsenal, thank you for that. Thank you. Thanks, Shaq. I was generally thinking about this. We're the only club without investment in the big six. I see why we're incapable of winning trophies now. Well, we won the FA Cup last season, didn't we? Which was it was miraculous. And then what happened this season? We're just falling off the cliff. My days. Oh, my days. Connie Young says, hello, good job in Arsenal, Alex, today. Yeah. I'm fired up, man. Fired up. I can't wait. Oh, Thursday. I mean, I'll be doing my post-game reaction. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Yeah, there you go. I'm fired up. Actually, I think if Arteta was in charge of West Ham, they would be in top four. It's just Arsenal's financial situation. Board is so bad that Arteta can barely do anything with the club. I'm fired up. Welcome back, David. Hope you're well. It only needs to be dropped for the something like a game, just to wake him up. I don't want to even talk about that debate before, you know, I get like negativity and all those comments. Alex, why are you talking about that situation with the goalkeeper for? Oh, Leno's the best thing since sliced bread. Yeah. Alex, how many more times are we going to hear it's my fault from Arteta? He said it again after Saturday's loss. It really got my back up. Did he not use that with Eddie Nketiah? He said, "Oh, it's my fault that he hasn't, he hasn't developed that much." And he used it again. I think did he use it with Martinelli? He said, "Oh, you know what, lads, it's my fault that he hasn't played many games. It's my fault." Arteta, when are you going to call out the players? When are you going to call out the players? Yeah, that will probably get a reaction from them. And if they don't like it, the exit door is that way, or is it that way? Whoever it is. I don't like that phrase there. Oh, it's my fault. The players, it was I couldn't believe what I was seeing in front of my eyes, but it was my fault. Oh, dear. From the start of the EPL to now, did it ever appear as if the team would get the top 4 spot? To be honest, no, because I predicted 7th place. That doesn't get into the Europa League spot, does it? For me, as the season started, my doubt of even getting a Europa League spot turned into a confident feeling. Next season, we will not have any sniff of European action. Not a smitten, not a drop, not an ounce, nothing. And so Arteta, if he thinks he's in the mire now, he's going to really have to earn his corn next season. Arteta will be sacked within 10 games of next season, and as there'll be no signings. Remember, 120 million government loan, plus we are only worth. What a fall from grace! What a fall from grace for my club. What a fall from grace. Thoughts on whether Chambers is better at centre half or right back? He's better at right back. He's better at right back. I know he played for my second favourite club, Fulham, and he was a player of the season for them. He played in midfield, didn't he? But to me, since he's come back from his long-term injury, at right back, he hasn't done that bad of a job. He crosses the ball better than Bellerin. I'll give you that. And he's the one shouting at Pepe, get forward. Close down the space. Pepe saying, what? Close down the space. Get forward. I've got this covered. Get forward. Dear Levan, all good here. Thank you. Unlike my goof up the attempt, I will improve. What do you think is going to happen on Thursday? I'll let everybody else, because I'm not going to get in that. Yeah. Being the armchair manager has been pretty difficult this year. Colin. So, and we thought Arteta had it bad. On a day where we were reflecting on a poor performance, Terry Hogan's avatar has raised my spirits. Yeah. Dear me. I remember the avatar that he sent. Arsenal, Arteta, a squad have to create their own luck. Gabriel was luck. Arsenal approved deal for another CB. Why? Arteta was okay with a CB deal. Why? Injury to CB meant Gabriel starting next season. Luck. Oh, Gary's spitting verbs there, man. Oh, my goodness. Roughly good to hear from you, bro. I enjoyed your calm presence on Sunday live shows. You always seem to tame Alex. Really? It can't tame me, man. What? Tame me? Having a laugh. That's the first thing. I feel like anything could happen depending on which Arsenal shows up. Only 3 clubs have a higher net spend than Arsenal over the last 5 seasons. Nobody wants Kroenke, but recruitment has been terrible. Oops. There we go. Oh, okay, there we go. Good evening, everyone, says Russ Morgan. Arteta, bless him, came into Arsenal making poor decisions, and it's been the same ever since. Alex, there is no exit door. It's just a revolving door. Well, I tell you what, the revolving door. Once you're out, it doesn't rotate. Yeah, once all the players have gone out, they're pushing. What's going on here? What's going on? I've locked the door. That's what's happened. Fake Shaq says the team for the season needs to change their mindset to try and win the Europa League. It's not going to happen. Won't happen. And maintain their Premier League position in order. They don't lose anything. Ponce Porense from Wolves and Alan from Everton alongside Partey would be the kind of signs we need. But David, so why is this? There's a call for Ives Busuma and Lamptey at right back and this player and that player, and I don't know, man. Alex, but it is Arteta's fault. Well, that's what I said. He has to find a way to get better performance out of the squad. He's got to find a way to light a fire out of the team. Isn't that he losing the locker room? Well, I think he probably has. You know, people have been saying that it was a bit strange to see players just walking around, putting less than 50% effort into trying to get a result. But yeah, I understand it is his fault because he's choosing the players. I mean, recruitment, that's something else. That's another element. But you've got these players, this group of players, the squad of players, your ingredients, and using the same ingredients. So I understand what you mean. I do understand what you mean, Gary. Very frustrating. And I'll tell you what, Gary, I know I put a comment on your, was it my 5? I've never seen you look so upset. You look so upset. I think, is that the same Gary? The laughable, friendly Gary, but no, Gary. Oh my goodness! Even Gary reached his limit, man, with Arsenal. Wow. I'm thinking awkward. I'm thinking awkward. Why are you thinking awkward? Sanchez. If Sanchez could have been grabbed from Italy, as he wasn't doing good there, and it could have been a good gamble, given the lad has zeal to win and bring energy, which we lack. No, I don't want Sanchez back at Arsenal. That chapter, that part of the page of Arsenal is now turned over to a new chapter. No, I wouldn't have him back. I wouldn't have him back. Alex, players can't get out of the exit door. Their money bags are too big. Won't fit through the door. Well, you know what? I'll hold on to their bag. Whilst they're making their way out, and I'll hold on to the bag with money. And they're stuck outside. Well, you want to come back in? You want to come back in? No. Yeah, keep heading in that direction. Keep going. No further. Go. Adios. Bye-bye. I've got a bag of money. Broken that chair to pieces, man. Colin, come on, man. Come on. I thought you said it was fired up. No, it wasn't you. It was Levan. Fired up, man. Come on. Fired up. Can't wait. Got pedal to metal. Can't wait. Fired up, man. Hey, come on. Oh, guys, thank you for coming. I see the numbers just rising and bubbling just under 30 at any one time. TT, I think you'll find it's mostly Stan Kroenke. I'm sorry, but I literally can't stand Kroenke. And every day I wish he left or he would leave. David Cup was luck at best, to be honest. We were gifted that. Hey, Levan, appreciate your opinions. I really like last Sunday catch up with you guys. My brother is a handful. But it's great if we engage all reactions from our subscribers and viewers. I'm a handful. You haven't seen nothing yet, man. Armchair managers, he hasn't proved us wrong. I want him to. Dear me. Great show, Alex. Can we afford to keep Alba on the bench? Well, let me say this to you. You look at his performance or lack of. He's better off being on the bench because he didn't do nothing against Liverpool. Didn't get a shot on target. He's better off being on the bench. It's the same thing, isn't it? He might as well be on the bench. If he's not performing, he's refusing, he's still, sulking, yet he's still getting paid. He might as well be on the bench. Just warm the bench. Better still, I'll put you on under 23s, Alba. How would you like that? How would you like that? Yeah, get on the phone to your agent and say, you know what, I want out of here. I don't me on the bench. Worse still, me on under 23s agent. Yeah, I'm a superstar. Get me out of here. How about that? My lineup for Thursday: Leno, Chambers, Pablo Mani, Gabriel, Cedric, Partey, Saka, Saka, Erdegaard, Lacazette, Martinelli. 3-4-3 formation, back three. Chambo, Mari, and Gabs. Not bad actually. Not bad. Although I won't have them Shaka. Yeah, I could do with Arsenal KSE better days. I hope KSC or KFC. Levan, this team will have to do something quite beyond their mindset. Win when nobody is backing them. Yeah, and that is just the typical Arsenal way, isn't it? When we're thinking and expecting them to win a certain game, they disappoint us. But the games we think, we'll forgive. Or Arsenal won. No way. Arsenal won. God, oh my God, I didn't see that one coming. That is the Arsenal way. Bissouma is going to Man United. Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, you came up with those names there, and some people say, I've been saying for the longest time. What about Bissouma? He would be perfect to be perfect paired with Partey. Perfect paired, yeah, onomatopoeia. Perfectly paired Partey. Exactly. I'm checking news feeds from Aliko Dangote about whether he's going to buy Arsenal or not. Oh, don't cry, man. Don't cry. I saw the video where he was interviewed, I think, on a news channel in the States. And the interviewer was saying, "Oh, so you're gonna be looking to buy a soccer team, but no, it's a football team, but we call it soccer over here. Is it called Arsenal?" He said, "Yes." But I said, got like $20 billion worth of projects going. 20 billion. Oh my goodness. So he's not coming this year to buy Arsenal. Hopefully early next year. Next year. Oh, oops. Okay, just been going for 7 minutes short of an hour. Let's see if I can wrap up this one in record time. Ralph Lee, true that. The players aren't consistent. How many times has our manager played the same 11 this season? Coincidence? It's not coincidence. I know what you're talking about, but yeah. Should Arteta Edu know what players are good enough to take us forward? Why was Holding given a 4-year contract, at the end of which he'll be 9 years at Arsenal? Really? But what about Sergio Suarez? We gave him like a 3 or 4-year deal, and he only played like two games. And all this talk about Hakimi, Atraf Hakimi, to be the right back. He's not a right back, he's a wing back. So we've got defenders thinking they're attackers. Learn to defend first above anything else there. I like defenders. I like tough defenders because I was a tough defender back in my day, many years ago. Defenders have to learn to defend above anything else. But you know what, Patrick? Nobody listens to me. To all Cannon Fodder TV fans, have a look at the Arsenal team from 2005 and now, and see how this present team needs to be like the past teams to show guts, guile, and strong mentality. Check, Alex. Check my lineup for Thursdays. What do you think? Well, I did say it's a good lineup, but I wouldn't have had Xhaka in the 11 there. That's just me. I'm going to take a quick pause for the cause. We're going to show our online digital services where we're talking about, our online digital services. If you're wanting or thinking about starting, I want to start my my own social media career. If Alex can do it, I can do it. But I don't know how to start. This video explains everything you need to know because we're waiting for you. We are here just for you.
As part of the cannonfoddertv experience and services, we're now extending out into additional online products such as voiceovers, thumbnail artwork designs, and video editing for small YouTubers who have less than 1,000 subscribers. Voiceovers. If you need voiceovers for short videos, 30-second adverts, stories, intros, and outros, then we can do this for you. Let us know the length of the voiceover and we will give you a polished audio file in less than no time. In addition to this, thumbnail artwork designs. As we pride ourselves on sharp HD thumbnail artwork designs, we can do this at a relatively low price. Send us your specifications and we'll produce eye-catching designs to attract subscribers and followers to your platform. And finally, video editing. We have a range of video editing techniques, special effects, and software to produce a polished end product for which you can be completed in the quickest time possible. Now, if you would like help and support getting your channel promoted and your subscriber count going, then send us an email at artrepublic1@gmail.com. I repeat, artrepublic1@gmail.com. We are here for you, for the cannonfoddertv experience.
Yeah, so we're here for you. Really, we are here for you. If you were that person who's thinking, now I found somebody who can help me, you're gonna have to pay some monies, man. You're gonna pay some monies. We're not giving out our services for free. I've got bills to be paid. I've got to eat some food. Can't live on bread and water? This is the land of milk and honey, man. You got to pay some. You got to pay something for our services there. But if you want us to help you, send an email, arsenalpublic1@gmail.com. Going back into live set just for the last one before I wrap up this one, because my food is waiting for me. Anyway, let's have a look. Yeah, I did say to you that it was a good 11, but I wouldn't have chosen Xhaka. Arsenal needs to recruit in England. No reason to leave the country. Maybe Erdegaard, since he's in house now, but everyone else shouldn't need a passport. Dear me. I gave on my morning show. I spoke about a certain story that was someone. I like to listen to motivators. Nightingale, who was like a renowned motivational speaker. I say in the 1960s, the 50s, 60s. And he tells a story about an African farmer who heard a story about people wanting and going to search of finding diamonds, and he sold his farm to go in search, of that there. And so he went left, right, all over the country, and he went crazy, and he committed suicide. So meanwhile, the person who brought the farmer's land was walking with a friend in the field, and there was like a small stream passing through the farm. So the friend said, "Oh, what's that in that shiny object, in the water there?" So the farmer picks it and goes, "Oh, I've got one in the house." So they go back into the house, and the guy had found a massive piece of a diamond in the rough, basically. So just to think that the farmer had sold his land to go and seek fame and fortune, unbeknownst to him, he didn't do his homework. And there were diamonds in the rough on his farm. Now, the reason why I'm saying this story is because we too have diamonds in the rough at Arsenal. Look at the academy there. Gary, you're right. We don't have to go out actually to buy any players because we've got diamonds in the rough right here, right now in the academy. It's the same old names, the same new names, I should say. So if Arteta, again, cannot get a reaction from the so-called experienced senior players, just change it up. Bench them, put them in the under-23s, and come on. The Miguel Azizes, your Ballingans, they will come with some fight. They've been with Arsenal best part of 10 years. And when we say there's no passage of play, look at how Emma Smith Rowe and Saka play. They have the sixth sense. I said this morning, it's like I saw Emma Smith Rowe passing the ball in space and there's no one. I was thinking, Emma Smith, what are you doing? What are you doing? There's nobody there. Only for me to see Saka run into the space to receive the ball. They have the sixth sense because they've grown up in the academy. They understand what it means to play for Arsenal. There are diamonds in the rough right here at Arsenal, but yet we can't see it because we're looking further afield for the next shiniest thing. All that glitters is not gold, as the saying goes. All that glitters across Europe is not gold. We've got diamonds in the rough right here. And it wouldn't cost us any money because the diamonds belong to us. These are our diamonds in the rough. Anyway, you can go on now. They are characteristics those that cannot be bothered and do not utter Ralph. And they just cannot be bothered, can they? Cannot be bothered. So you can wrap up this one very, very quickly. Let's have a look. Miller took 2 shots versus Arsenal and he's 35. Auba and Lacazette took 0-0-0. Did I say 0? Yes, you said 0. You said 0. Auba negotiated this deal with our team and Arteta agreed to it. Yes, he did. You know why? Because Aubameyang saw us coming. Yeah, Pepe. Yeah, and we fell for it. What else do we have? Do you trust the process? What is the process, Russ? What is the process? Arsenal at the moment don't have enough funds, like a big of a fishes in the pond or the ocean. We should be grateful and ready to pounce on even the ex-Arsenal players. It's a cold, long night. Grab whatever you can, lads. Alex, I think Aliko Dangote just finished his 20 billion project. I think between now and next year, we're probably going to see a transition, hopefully. Sooner rather than later. If Arsenal crash out of Europe, it will feel weird to have nothing from the season. If that's what it takes, that's what it will take. I believe the sandwich process: bread, meat, mustard, bread. I prefer peanut butter myself. Liverpool had to change the ownership, managers, players in order to win not only the Champions League but also Liverpool. Why Arsenal cannot repeat makes me sad. Yeah, and again, I spoke about the history. The history belies us. The history tells us what has worked and what didn't work. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. 12 losses is far too many for Arsenal Football Club. This is becoming a disastrous. Arteta managing not 4th, likely 10th, possibly lower. This is Conor Young. Question for you, Alex. For the past couple of seasons, most Arsenal fans have rated Auba as world class. Where would you rate him in Arsenal all-time best? Nowhere near. Nowhere near. It doesn't come close. Doesn't come anywhere close. Nah, sorry. Somewhere around the best water. You got to take care of your lady too. Denko. Hey, Colin, I got to utter those words because sometimes some players, when these Arsenal players have moved on or are playing for someone else, they're going to wish they did all that at Arsenal. Here's an Electrons Unlimited. Hey! Oh, come on, behave yourself. What happened to you, brother, man? Big up, Cannon Fodder. Arteta must win the Europa League. He must. He must is one thing. Will he is another. I don't think he will. Auba wanted to wear that 14 because of Henry. He possibly makes my mind shiver. He wanted to stay and to become a legend. We need to demand better as fans. You imagine fans were in the stadium at the Emirates. Saka and Emerson Rose save Arteta's job when we were in 15th place. Yes. What is annoying? What is annoying is that Arsenal can do better. It is like they've given up, but the fan base believe in the team. False hope. I agree, Ralph. But the top of our organisation doesn't care about the performance, only the money. Make a new kit, man. Yeah, and we'll go out and buy it. 4th, 5th, 6th kit, 7th kit, and we'll still go out and buy it. Anytime Saka and Emerson doesn't play, we look awful. Russ, what is the process? What is the process? I agree with you and Auba. I think we both could name a number of better Arsenal strikers. Absolutely. And you know what, guys? I've come to an end. I went through and I completed all the live comments there. Guys, thank you for joining me. I know some of you joined me for the morning show as well as the evening show. Thank you. Thank you for that, guys. You guys are absolutely awesome. Those of you who kind of tuned in for the first time, because I didn't recognize a couple of names there, make sure you subscribe to cannonfoddertv. Listen, just see it more like a community here. You're not like subscribing per se to a podcast. You're becoming part of the community here. We've got like 10,700 subscribers. Yeah, 10,700 subscribers there. That's what you call a community here. That is a community for us. So Gary says great shout. Thank you for that. I hope you feel a little bit better, Gary. Again, I saw your my 5. I thought, oh my goodness, Gary. That's the first time I've seen Gary looking quite upset. And I saw you on Arsenal Fan Circle. A couple of exchanges with Ray. I was thinking, oh my goodness, Gary. Anyway, I hope you feel better anyway. And that's it. We're done. We're done, dusted. I will be back tomorrow morning. Yes. Give me some more live news. And one more day closer to Thursday. D-Day. I'm not saying D for defeats, but let's see what happens on Thursday. But anyway, guys, make sure you join me tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. UK time. Set your alarm clocks. Do whatever you need to do to like wake you up. Oh my goodness, I heard a notification. Alex is about to do another show. That's damn right. You're right. Anyway, I'm out of here. For those of you kind of tuned in for the first time, please make sure it's not the last time. And if you have been wondering who or what you've been listening to, you have been listening to Cannon Fodder, of course, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.